Okay, so before getting into this video, I want to make it very clear that I know Sephiroth's sword for the most part is supposed to be satire. However, due to the fact that he's been doing this bit for over 10 years, I feel like it's safe to say that it's just who he is. And because of that, I will be giving a sincere and serious criticism of his Undertale video. So, I just want to get that out of the way before this starts. Okay, I think I'm at a good place to start recording. So, I'm going to be reacting to SephirothSword's Undertale video, which it's not really much of a reaction, it's more of a criticism of it. I've already watched it, kind of in preparation for this. I didn't really think about making a criticism video, but either way. Alright.
Have you ever played a game that is so bad that it made you depressed? I don't care about bad games in general. Heck, I even reviewed some of them on this channel. But when someone tries to make a game from your most beloved genre and is completely deluded on how that specific genre actually works.
Okay, funny thing I want to point out, it's not really important, but I think it's hilarious that he says genre and then genre. It's probably a Swedish thing, but I still think it's kind of funny.
Even with all these tools on the table, crafted from generations of game developers before them, they disrespectfully ignore this fountain of wisdom and instead pulls the plug and watches as the water runs down the drain. Not only that, but to go even further and add a bunch of stupid characters, bad graphics, uninteresting gameplay, and a soundtrack that is desperately trying to play on your nostalgia strings.
Alright, right there he makes his 4 points. Uninteresting characters, bad gameplay, bad graphics, and music that's trying to nostalgia bait you. Now, bad characters is very subjective. I just don't think he was paying attention. If he sincerely played it all the way through and was like, oh, these characters suck, you just weren't reading. Like, just straight up, I don't think you were reading. Bad graphics is a really funny one because Toby went out of his way to make Undertale look like garbage. Like, I know there were scrapped sprites that were scrapped because they looked too good. He wanted the game to look bad, so I don't know what kind of criticism that's really meant to be. The gameplay. I mean, if this guy's a Toho fan, that's really ironic, considering they're both bullet hells, so... And then the music, trying to, play on your nostalgia is also really funny, because you've got both, very chiptune soundtracks in the game, very chiptune, songs, which, I guess, but style-wise, I think it, fits with the game. But then you've got stuff like Another Medium, It's Raining Somewhere Else. Those do not... It doesn't make sense.
It is only then that you get this game that a lot of people are calling a masterpiece. But in reality, it is actually a masterpiece. Hi, I'm SephirothSword57, and today I'm going to tell you the truth about Undertale.
The truth. Oh, this guy must know a lot.
Do you remember the feeling of picking up a fresh new JRPG from the store shelf? The thrill of setting out on an adventure? The excitement of exploring a grand world?
Actually, would Pokemon count as a JRPG? I guess I would, but well, considering he doesn't like Nintendo for also vague and unknown reasons, I don't know if it's fair to count Pokemon as a JRPG here.
Filled with ruins of the past, the joy of getting to know wonderfully written characters and together fight with them through waves of fearsome monsters in your quest to save the world.
Or do you remember the time when you got stuck in a hole for 10 hours? Welcome to Undertale, A game made by a nobody named Toby Fox.
Well, where do I even
Nobody.
begin?
We
Should I
really
start
have.
with the incredible high-resolution graphics that doesn't even exist? Should I make a joke about how every character looks like they belong in Jim Henson's Bear in the Big Blue House? Or should I start from the beginning and
The graphics.
tell you why Undertale is one of the most...
A nobody is really funny considering this guy's video got only 27,000 views and he only has 20,000 subscribers. He's been keeping this bit going for over a decade just for that.
overrated games
All right, bud.
ever released. I first saw the game about a month ago, and after scrolling through a couple of screenshots, I thought it looked like garbage. But I'm not the kind of person who judges the book by its cover. Sadly, I was right. It looks even worse than an old Nintendo game, because some of the graphics doesn't even look like they belong in the game. This baffles me, since this game was from 2015.
And as everybody knows, every game from 2015 needs to be the most graphically impressive thing ever. Art style is not a thing. Everything needs to look like real life. I'm lying. This reminds me of a criticism I keep seeing about the newest Pokemon games, funnily enough. Everybody's like, oh, ZA looks so bad, but it's like the only criticisms I see are like the windows are too flat. The textures aren't high-res enough. And I get the windows thing. I get that. And I can also get how jarring it is going up a building, but I don't need every game I play to look like super realistic.
Remember Final Fantasy 13?
No, I
that
never
was
played it.
released in 2009.
Really?
Wow! Just look at these gorgeous, ultra-smooth cinematics that blends in so well with the tight, flowy gameplay graphics. Let's make a side-by-side comparison.
Why?
Final Fantasy 13
They're-
and Undertale. Remember,
They've
these
got
games were
different
released 6 years
Things
apart.
they're trying to do.
This shows you how superior Japanese developers are to Toby Fox. At the
Yes, oh my god, he's so right. Funny thing about Undertale 2 is, it's not meant to, Undertale is not the game Toby wanted to make, per se, the way I see it. I'm pretty sure it's just the way it is. Deltarune is the game he wants to make. He's making it all based off of a dream he had a while ago. And it's like, why would you put in all of your time, effort, and energy into the game that isn't even the game that you want to present?
start of the game,
Think,
I
Seth,
meet this
think.
annoying goat thing. Shut your face, you freak of nature. It treats me like a baby and doesn't let me play the game. You know,
Funny thing about Toriel treating you like a baby is that Frisk is like 9. So obviously she's going to treat you like a child because you are one. And she has had children of her own, but if this guy paid attention, he would know that they are dead.
know how tedious tutorial sections are in games today, and Toby Fox totally delivers on that part. Even after cutting her up with my knife,
Why
she
did
has
you do
to
that?
make the...
Okay, so I'm noticing he's level 7. I think he went out of his way to grind. And intentionally spend more time doing the genocide route, because the game actively discourages that, by the way. If you didn't know, monster spawns get lower the more you kill. So,
annoying sounds as she dies.
I just think that's a funny thing to notice.
There is also this flower that follows you around throughout the game. I guess he's supposed to bear some importance, but it's a freaking flower. Who gives a crap? I don't give a crap about any of the characters in this game.
That's because you don't read. You don't give a crap because you don't read.
You
Or pay
got these
attention.
skeletons who always interrupts the flow of the game. One of them disappears after a fight with him, but the fat one shows up throughout the whole game. And the worst thing is that he sounds just as annoying as the goat.
Maybe it's the way he's dressed.
Speaking of the characters,
He's weird.
the main character is easily the worst one in the game. He's one of those silent types.
He? Frisk is a he? Okay. That's funny. But I think the complaint about Frisk being silent is that JRPGs have plenty of silent protagonists, so that's also another really stupid
with no
criticism.
personality whatsoever. One of my favorite parts of a JRPG is to go around and visit different locations and meet up with interesting and well-written characters who joins your team armed with unique weapons, skills, and powerful magic, creating a deep and dynamic flow to the combat. Do you know how many party members Undertale has?
One.
It's
my
just
God!
this one kid. Let's stop for a moment and look at the Suikoden series. There are 5 games
What the hell is
in the
that?
Suikoden series,
What
and
the hell is
each
this?
one of them has over 100 well-written playable characters. But this
I don't need 100 playable characters in Undertale. That's not what I'm playing.
Toby Fox guy can't even seem to be able to make one. He was even so lazy
He's
that
he's made plenty of well-written characters. He just didn't pay
didn't
attention.
even give the character any skills or magic. You just have this normal attack the whole game.
That's because Chris is a small, fat, yellow baby. They don't need any of that. If you paid attention to the game, you'd actually know that humans can't really use any sort of magic either. Unless you consider the soul magic. But
True. By the way, did I mention how bad the combat is? First off, you don't even see the main character in combat.
you don't need to.
How can you forget such a key feature?
It's not a key
Phantasy
feature.
Star 4 has the same combat view, but
That
at least you get to see the characters back, and they play a cool animation
Really
when they
unappealing,
attack.
I'm sorry.
In the end, it does not really matter to me, since this kid is just butt ugly. There is also
why are
this
you
dodge
complaining about
mechanic, which doesn't really make any sense. Do we want games like this to become a standard in JRPGs?
Well, they haven't. I don't know. I mean, Undertale is very clearly heavily based off of JRPGs, so,
Now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment.
do we want JRPGs
Don't
to become the
peek
new
now.
JRPGs? The new standard? I don't know.
There you go. Forget about bad games like Undertale, Dark Souls, or Minecraft.
The fuck did... I'm sorry, Dad, I had to swear. But what the hell do Dark Souls and Minecraft have to do with Undertale? And isn't the, like, company that made Dark Souls a Japanese company? So what the hell are you mad about? And Minecraft is Swedish. You're Swedish. What are you mad about? Is it that they sold them to Microsoft? They sold the game to Microsoft and that's not very wholesome?
Just focus on your breathing. Now, I want you to travel back to the golden era of JRPGs.
Which is...
Picture yourself playing your favorite game of that era. Remember those memorable hours of grinding.
18 Alpha
Hours
Sapphire.
well spent before finally defeating that menacing boss you had so much
I
trouble
beat
with.
Alpha Sapphire in 2 days.
You smell that?
Don't sniff me.
Mommy's cooking your favorite food.
Really?
Oh, and would you
This looks like crap. I gotta turn up the quality. Auto 720p? Well done.
look at that? A save point. Just in time for you to save the game, so you can
You can
run
save
down
anywhere
the
in
stairs
Pokemon, so.
and enjoy your dinner.
This Toby Fox wants to destroy those memories.
Not only does he blindly...
That's why he pays homage to several JRPGs, actually, yes. Toby wants to destroy those memories by paying homage and respect to JRPGs. That makes perfect sense.
throw together a half-ass broken product, but he
Because that's
dares to
not
take
the
it
game
one
he wants
step
to.
further by rounding up all the JRPG-hating jocks and making them buy this game and give it positive feedback, just to make fun of the genre as a whole. He takes a piece on famous game celebrities like Hironobu Sakaguchi, Yuji Horii, Haruki Satomi, and Akira Toriyama, and finish it off by taking a shit on one of the most touching and lovable scenes in video game history.
Let's rise up, my swordlings. Remember, it's in the darkest of times that the stars shine the brightest. We can't let Toby Fox be a part of this industry. For the future of JRPGs, we have to stand together in hopes of defeating this madman, known only as Toby Fox.
How are you gonna stand together with 20k subscribers? Hashtag stop Toby. Together we are one. That'll get him. Is that, yeah, it's just the rest of the video. Okay. So, this, he never really fleshes out his criticisms beyond, like, just saying what he doesn't like, and that's it. He never really goes deeper into it, because of course he wouldn't. It's, like, the most low-effort rage bait out there. Is it even rage bait if he's bringing it up 10 years later and saying, oh, this actually still holds up, guys. Let me go to his account. Wrong thing. I gotta get back on topic. Oh my god, 380 HP? This is totally irrelevant to the video, but... Oh. Well, they're still... they're still keeping that. I do like that Bulbasaur card. That is lovely. Oh, boy. Okay, that's so off topic. I need to go to his account. Sephiroth Sword. Lord knows this is not gonna be edited. Yeah, let's go to his... Okay, yeah, look, no Nintendo fans. Why? I don't know. What's this? Okay. Where did he... Oh, yeah. So, he re-uploaded the first minute of his video and just put the word Deltarune over it. Works just as well for Deltarune. Okay, spoilers for the new chapter, but, if you guys don't know, in the new chapter, the Roaring Knight summons a Titan. Watch this. But the game looks bad. Guys, this might be the worst art I've ever seen. Guys, this looks so bad, doesn't it? Guys, this looks terrible. This is bad looking because I said so. Doesn't that look terrible, guys? The Delta of the Rune looks so bad. Also, it's funny because characters in Deltarune are becoming much more fleshed out. I think a good example of this is that everybody hates Sans now, which is kind of funny. Why are these in replies? Ignore my replies. Yeah, no, it's funny. Toby Fox is so evil that, let's go here. Let's go to my link that I replied with. Oh, what's that? Music credit in Scarlet and Violet for Toby Fox. Oh, another one by Toby Fox. That's weird. That's a lot by Toby Fox. Makes you feel like makes you wonder if he played some sort of role in this game. Whoa, Terra Raid Battle just by Toby Fox. Called Terra Raido Batoru. Wow. Heartwarming. Wow. I guess it's funny, Toby knows Japanese too. He's fluent. He is just fluent in Japanese. But I know it's not supposed to make sense. That's kind of clear to me. But at the same time, it's like, try a little harder. Please. I don't know. And he's friends with many well-known, like, Japanese game devs. So it's like, I don't know. If he was trying to bash on JRPGs as a whole, do you think they would be his friends or whatever? It's really bad rage bait. And what am I trying to say here? I just don't think it's bait anymore. It's bad bait, and it's just who he is at this point. But that's all I really want to say. So, yeah, bad video. Bye-bye.